Cees, thanks very much for joining us. For those who don't know, maybe just a quick introduction of the company and the strategy.
Yes, Woonzorg Nederland is the leading company concerning senior living. We are represented in half the municipalities in the Netherlands, and we have 30,000 dwellings that we rent to people individually, and we have 13,000 dwellings which we rent to around 100 nursing companies.
And looking at the market here in the Netherlands, I guess what's the demand like at the moment? What's the picture when we're looking at senior living?
The demand is very, very high, not only because on the housing market there's a big mismatch of people living in bigger houses and they want to move to affordable, attractive housing concepts where they can live together. And on the other hand, we also see that there are a lot of people, around 40,000 people, who are living in houses that are not fitted for them.
And you mentioned their affordability case. I mean, I guess how important is that as a factor, both here from the Netherlands, but also particularly for you in terms of your strategy?
Well, because we are a social housing company, our strategy is to provide affordable housing, which is for, I think, 90% in the social term, but also 10-15% in the mid-rent. So it goes until 1,100 euros, which is affordable housing in the Netherlands.
And I know you've recently done a sort of research study trip to Japan to look at the markets there. Maybe just highlight some of the things that you picked up there, Cees.
First of all, the people in Japan, they work much longer than in the Netherlands. Around 70-75 people still are working. It's because also they have a different pension system. But in terms of meaning and in terms of health, it's better to work longer than to stop working at 62, I think, which the French advocate. But also a big difference is that there are much more daily activities for people. So they have complexes, old temples, or old buildings, where they have a sauna, an onsen, but also a restaurant and also a gym, where young and elderly people do activities together. And so the people live in their own houses, but they go to a kind of welfare centers. And there's much more stress on welfare than on care in Japan.
I think that's really interesting, that focus on welfare. Huge topic in terms of senior living as well. Thanks very much for joining us, Cees.
Thank you.